Good morning. It is the morning after the night before, which was the Party of Expert Empires, and it was a long one. I was up to about 3 o'clock in the morning in the end. A lot of our members here. It was just so nice just to hang out and chat with them and spend some sort of real quality time with them outside of BBB, outside of success groups. And of course, what's really nice always for me is to have that level of support to come and support me. So obviously, I'm hoping they're here to learn from other people, but the majority, honestly, they're here because I'm here, and they're here to support me on my own journey. And I think that's amazing what we've created in what I call Team SG, which is we are all part of the same team. And whilst me and Tracy might run the business and I might run the rooms and the content, etc., as a team, we are every much a part of this team as every single one of those. So when I come to these big events and we get a really good following from success groups come out here to support us and be part of it with us, it blows me away. And I tell you now, it was the same thing in May when we did Expert Empires. And it's the same thing this morning, waking up after having just an amazing night with my members last night. It was the success of last time. It's the success again of this event is really us coming together as a team. And we've got some new members out there who joined up yesterday. I'm sure we're going to get a few more today, and they're part of that team. But it's just really humbling to have created something like this, but also to have such a bond with your own clients and everything else. You know, they really are genuinely our friends, and I'm definitely their friend, and we're just in it together, right? And I think it's testimony to what we're creating at Success Groups, and also testimony to the kind of people that we're attracting. And just really blown away and really humbled. Time now is 9:45. I've got about 15 minutes to catch breakfast with Tracy. Had a little bit of a lay in this morning, and then we're back on it today. I'll share the events of the day as it unfolds. Have an awesome one yourself, and I'll check in with you in just a little bit. Okay, so it's lunchtime. I'm just coming out on the balcony and just chilling out on my own. It's very quiet up here, no one to be seen. I can't get over how much Wembley has changed. I was here obviously a number of years ago, and barely, none of this existed. There's so much stuff going up there, so much change. Blows my mind. You can barely see the stadium now. You can see the arches hanging over the back of hotels and apartment blocks and everything else. Anyway, we are obviously now into the last part of it. It's 2 o'clock. We are I think another 3 hours or so, and we'll probably be packing up, maybe 4 hours packing up. Just a little bit of reflection, actually, of the last couple of days. And I'm going to repeat a couple of probably sentiments I've already said, but for me, we've definitely got some new members, so we've got people signing up and everything else. That'd be great, welcoming them aboard into our Team SG. But actually, you know what, it's the current members we've got that's really blown me away. You know, just the camaraderie and just the coming togetherness and the team that we've created. And you know, one of our goals and aims in Success Groups is to build what I call sticky environments. In other words, they're places you want to be part of, you want to go to, you want to stay and everything else. And, you know, our testimony of having members for 6-7 years nearly now, it's absolute testimony to our ability to just attract the right people and then to wrap the right environment around those people. So not only are they getting the growth, they're getting the results, but on top of that, of course, they get the team, the support, the accountability, they get the nurturing that they need sometimes, the kick up the arse they need sometimes, and everything else. And I think, you know, one of the cool things I suggest there on stage, and it's something for you to consider if you're a business owner, is it's hard doing it on your own, and you want to wrap yourself around or get yourself into an environment that wraps around you, that really supports you and holds you accountable in the ways that you need to. to keep you consistently, and that's the word that is coming out a lot from people, is they're not being consistent in their businesses. That consistently gets you to do the things you need to do, take action on things you need to take, or stop doing the things you need to stop on a consistent basis that ultimately get you the result. And that was a big part of what we're talking about. Plug into SG is really kind of our motto here, where we've created the infrastructure, we've created the goal setting program, the goal setting app that holds you accountable, the systems, the processes, the architect, everything, infrastructure, everything we've done is to hold you to a few simple but very hard to consistently apply rules of success, which is, number one, know where you're going, have your goals, commit to those goals, be held accountable to those goals, work on the in and the outer journeys. The outer journey is the action you need to take, consistently doing what you need to do, even when you don't want to do it, remembering to do what you need to remember when you need to remember it. And then also it's about doing the personal development that clears the way in here so that you can consistently walk the path out there. You need reward systems in place and everything else. So you know what, it's what I've been saying, you need this in place, right? Regardless, I said this on stage, regardless whether it's my environment, it's SG or anything else, you need to make sure you're wrapped in an environment that supports those things. If they are, you will be successful. It's a challenging environment that challenges you to think bigger and to be better and everything else, while supporting you in where you are and understanding with sympathy and empathy of the struggles that you have on a day-to-day basis. It's a balance that you've got to get. Yes, you can have a kick-ass environment, but you also need one that's compassionate and understanding, and it's getting that perfect blend that really creates that nurtured environment that makes you really grow as a business owner and, of course, as an entrepreneur. I want to go back in there right now. We're going to finish up this event. I'll share some stuff with you, obviously. It's been a cracking couple of days. I've really enjoyed hanging out with my team and also with my members. More, I'm gonna say every bit as much as the rest of the event. No, more than the rest of the event put together. I've just loved it. Anyway, I will come back and we'll share some stuff in just a little bit. Hope you have an awesome day. Keep making it count. See you in a bit.
Eventually.
Okay, so this brings us to the end of a crazy whirlwind 3 days. It's 11:30. We're winding down. We're tired. We're battered. The whole team has given 100% again. The whole thing was more relaxed, actually, because we knew what we were doing. We've done it before. And it was just a wonderful vibe there. And I love it for the team building. And I love it for the team building with SG, as I've said before. However, they really are good for putting you on the map. Does this make sense? Suddenly you're everywhere on social media and people are tagging you and other people are tagging you, and people just start taking notice, okay? And one of the things you've got to do in this world if you're in business is you do have to get noticed. There's a lot of noise out there. Everyone's on social media, everyone's on Facebook, everyone's putting posts and videos out there. It's great because it's a level playing field. However, if you're just doing what everyone else is doing, then you're going to get the same results as everybody else, which has to be QED, average. So if you want to be above average, if you want to step ahead of yourself, step ahead of where you were and where you are right now, and step ahead of the rest of your competition, start doing what is uncomfortable, start doing what it is you don't want to do, and understand that most of your competition also don't want to do it. And every time you do it, you are one step closer to where you want to be, and you're one step further from where you were, and you're one step ahead of your competition. I love these things, but I'll tell you now, they are challenging. Tracy goes for the mill, I go for the mill. They're a lot of hard work. They're a risk, a financial risk and everything else. They're a lot of effort. They're a bit stressful, if I'm honest. I said it before. Whilst I get a buzz out of this stuff, I also go for the mill every single time. My big success, actually, for the last couple of days is the fact that it was the most comfortable and relaxed I've ever been on a stage of this size, in front of an audience this size. So I'm taking that away for myself. We've got a good number of new members. So it's really nice that the Success Group's online, which we only launched, don't forget, back in on the 5th of November. So we only launched that literally 3 weeks ago or something, whatever it is now. And we've now got 20, we're doing the maths on it. We think we might have 25, 26 or even 27 members on Success Groups online already. So what that means to us is really simple. Number one, we've got a product people want. Number two, we can sell it. And there is a need and a desire for it. So we are super excited to be closing the year out on that. Now, the next step is really simple. We've got to keep all of our day jobs in place for the next few weeks before we wind down for Christmas. However, we've got Dubai on the cards. So you're going to hear me now start talking about Dubai. You're going to stop hearing me talk about Expert Empires. I'm going to start talking about Dubai because we are hitting Dubai a week from now. We will be at 30, 40, whatever, 1,000 feet heading over to Dubai. Super excited about that. And what we were going with is just keep feeding us with local news of what we're going to be getting up to once we get there, as well, of course, launching his own mastermind and helping him get his mastermind empire underway. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day. Hope you've had an awesome day. Hope you've had an awesome couple of days, and I will check in with you tomorrow, and we will close the week out, and we'll close it out hard. And as always, you want to make it count, because you want to finish strong, so that you know you did everything you need to do in order to move you, your life, and your business forward. Make it count. Check in with you tomorrow. Have an awesome one. Good night.